For centuries, millions of Africans were torn from their homes and forced into a life of unimaginable suffering. The transatlantic slave trade began in the 15th century, driven by European powers seeking labor for their colonies in the Americas. In West Africa, European traders established posts along the coast. Local leaders, sometimes under pressure or in exchange for guns, textiles, or rum, would capture and sell prisoners of war, debtors, or even kidnapped villagers to the Europeans. These human lives were reduced to commodities. Once purchased, enslaved Africans were marched to coastal forts, places like Elmina Castle in modern-day Ghana, where they were held in cramped dungeons, waiting for ships that would carry them across the Atlantic. The journey to America, known as the Middle Passage, was a nightmare. Captives were packed tightly below deck, often chained together, with barely enough room to sit. Disease, malnutrition, and abuse were rampant. Historians estimate that 15 to 20% of Africans died during the crossing. Olaudah Equiano, a young African boy who survived the Middle Passage, wrote about the shrieks of the women and the groans of the dying filling the air. Upon arrival in the Americas, enslaved Africans were sold at public auctions. Families were separated, names were stripped, and new identities were forced upon them. Slave masters sought to break spirits and enforce control through fear, whippings, and harsh labor. Life under slavery was brutal. Men, women, and even children were made to work from sunrise to sunset in the fields, tending cotton, tobacco, sugar, and rice. Any attempt to resist often meant severe punishment or death. Yet, despite these horrors, enslaved Africans preserved their culture, religion, music, and community. Spirituals sung in the fields carried messages of hope and resistance. They maintained rituals and beliefs from Africa, ensuring that even in bondage, their heritage endured. Within the confines of slavery, families and communities tried to survive. They passed down stories, recipes, and songs. The transatlantic slave trade reshaped continents. Millions suffered and died. Yet the resilience of enslaved Africans laid the foundation for generations to come. Their story is a painful reminder of humanity's capacity for cruelty and for survival.